It's week 6 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see the electric Jaden Daniels. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Cowboys and the Chiefs, and it's all up next.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they come in pretty desperate here for a win as they've started the year 0-5.
And it seems way too early to start talking about hot seats. But guess what? When a team is 0-5, people start wondering about their jobs.
Set to go now in week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. They go play action. Daniels. And right away, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's more on the return. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Lawrence. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Right back to Njoku. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Lawrence will throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. And he's been a workhorse in the backfield to start the season. He finds himself in the top 5 in rushing at this point of the year. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. To the air goes Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Daniels looking to throw. That's complete. Rome Odunze. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Off the play fake, Daniels able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Daniels. He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Cowboys at 3 and 2, a game over 500 here to start the season. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Here's Daniels. To the left side, into the hands of Odunze. It's only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed as they move the sticks again. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. 3rd and 19. As they've got it as we resume action. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Trevor Lawrence, helmet on, ready to go as he brings out this offense. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And that's going to be a Chiefs 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Lawrence. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Lawrence. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Connecting over the middle with Downs. And he's got this down to the 35. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Now Lawrence to throw. This short. And he fumbles with it. It's on the ground. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. In motion goes the tight end. Now Lawrence. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. So the completion good for just 3. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Seibert's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Now Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Throwing, Jones.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
He'll get this into the hands of Adunze.
They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. So on fourth down, out is Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So it was fourth down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They go play action now. Lawrence. This pass left side to Downs.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
I don't know if he was just working through progressions or just unaware of the pressure, but no matter. Excellent work by the defense to get him to the ground before he could escape the pocket.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. In motion, the tight end. Now Lawrence. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He's got Njoku over the middle. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Throw out wide is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Seibert able to knock this one through, and that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin just outside Washington at Commanders Field in Landover. And it's the Bills who have the lead in that one. The Bills looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. From there, we head up to MetLife Stadium to check on the Jets. And they've got the lead at halftime over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Lamar Jackson has a touchdown pass. Lastly, we head to Southern California to check on the Rams at home at SoFi Stadium. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Trey Lance, strong in the victory as his guys run their record to 6-1 on the campaign. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Chiefs offense and Trevor Lawrence getting set for this next drive. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Here's Lawrence to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. An inside give to Jones. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And that's where this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. A pass complete to Adunze. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Returning it is Moore. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And they will take over 1st and 10. And the Chiefs offense ready to go again. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here. A little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On third and short, they'll try option left. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Lawrence will throw. The 20. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 48 yards. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones buying time to his left. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find his man, Kraft. And a powerful stiff arm. It frees him. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 28 yards to gain there on the catch and run.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Jones now off the bootleg. His throw incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far. Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. And this one is right through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into sixes.
And sevens and probably even eights. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Back to throw. Lawrence. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on third down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Second down and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Dallas. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. Completes it to Davis. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Here's second and 3. Up the middle, Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Back to throw. Lawrence. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Jones. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Off play action. Jones.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Teron Johnson able to pick it.
And the Chiefs are going to get the football back at their own 17.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And out come the Chiefs now.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Lawrence. That's to the veteran tight end, Austin Hooper.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Lawrence to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
On 2nd and 10, Jones.
Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They've dropped 5 straight coming in, so right now cherishing this lead. And they've got the football as well, 1st and 10. Open man right side is St. Brown. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's complete to Davis.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. The give is to Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. They'll go again to Jones. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. A give to Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now Lawrence. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Seibert's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
So now the Cowboys down by 2 touchdowns. 1:37 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance.
To throw is Jones.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Jones.
That ball caught. It's Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Jones. Here comes second down. Now Jones. And the Chiefs are going to get him. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked by Cameron Bynum.
And the Chiefs will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
The visitors' offense had Aaron Jones headed back onto the field. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. Lawrence to a knee, and that will write a finish to this one. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Kansas City, it'll be a much happier locker room here as they get that first win after 5 straight losses to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.